There they were before sunrise, dozens of officers at more than a dozen locations, most wearing Kevlar vests with Homeland Security Investigations, or HSI, markings or insignia from the NYPD. They said they took into custody more than a dozen suspected Trinitarios Gang members at locations in Washington Heights as well as in Hackensack, New Jersey, starting at 6 a.m. At this barber shop then, federal agents say they barged into illegal gambling activity, shocking the people inside.
Security agents swoop into businesses in Manhattan early this morning. Raids, takedown of a suspected meth trafficking ring. Authorities say many of those suspects are tied to gangs. Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu is live this afternoon in Washington Heights, just outside one of the smoke shops that got raided. Janice?
Hi, good afternoon, Sandra. We're actually standing in front of the smoke shop right now, but right behind me on this corner here, 174th Street in Amsterdam, we actually just saw some agents pull up, some Homeland Security Investigations agents, as well as police department detectives, and they actually took someone into custody. This all happened in the last few minutes or so. According to a law enforcement source, in total, about a dozen people were arrested during these raids this morning, and we're expecting to learn more about those charges later this afternoon, but I am told that they are drug trafficking as well as firearm charges. So I want to show you some video of the suspects being walked out of the 25th precinct in Harlem earlier today by Homeland Security investigators agents. The raids are tied to a large-scale meth trafficking ring, and some of the suspects have ties to gangs, including the Trinitarios. Several of the suspects were walked out of the 25th precinct in Harlem by Homeland Security Investigations agents earlier this morning. The raids are tied to a large-scale meth trafficking ring. Some of the suspects have ties to gangs, including the Trinitarios. The raids happened in the Hamilton and Washington Heights area and one location in New Jersey. This was the scene at a smoke shop on Amsterdam Avenue around 6 o'clock this morning. HSI, NYPD, and other agencies descended on the area with heavy machinery in tow, closing down 174th Street. Investigators walked in and out of the juice bar and apartment building nearby as well, and we could see authorities coming out with boxes and even cash. Meanwhile, agents were inside the Superman barbershop on Broadway and West 151st Street this morning as well. We could see agents inside talking to the owner. A law enforcement source tells me an illegal gambling operation was also found in the basement. In all, I'm told about 10 different locations were raided, a lot of them in this area, Washington Heights, Hamilton Heights, as well as one location in New Jersey.